My name is Keisha Blake, and I'll be doing my presentation over the Nike Girl Effect. A little bit of background about the Nike Girl. Jaden. My, my name is Keisha Blake, and I'll be doing my project over the Nike Girl Effect. A little bit of background about the Nike Girl Effect. It is focused on women and girls. It does incorporate women's rights. Now, Nike found this foundation in 2004, which it is still running as a nonprofit company. Jessica Odid in 2019 is the CEO, and to help her is the chair and co-chair for the Nike Foundation, which is Maria Azil. Now, there's some key partners to the Nike Girl Effect is Novo and the United Nations, and just for an example, Novo came in with $100 million to go ahead and put their focus into motion. So what they focused on, what their purpose is to focus on adolescent girls, kind of ending poverty, giving them unique potentials and resources that they don't have, kind of help navigate their future, give them a better economic future than they would have. They'll have healthier habits and more education to kind of fall back on. It actually runs over 50 countries, and it uses technology to kind of reach the adolescent girls and foundations. So the foundation has a website that you can go to. It's www.girleffect.org. On there, you'll find everything that you need to know about the foundation. There's impacts on there and partnerships that they kind of go into detail with. They have resources, case studies, and infographics as well that you can read on. Daily news stories and contents from these adolescent girls just pouring in from different countries. And the website actually runs 24/7. Now, the website was created in effect, in 2008. So the foundation runs some youth brands that you'll find on the girleffect.org. It's kind of like a social media thing, of course. When you think of adolescent girls or youth, you're going to think that, technology is the best way to reach them. So that's what they do. They use mobile tech, and they use media to reach them. To help them grow and become more than they could have ever probably became. It's rooted from their local culture. Nothing changes. It's just information that they can get, and they feel connected to not only their people around them, but people surrounding in surrounding countries. And they get inspired by stories, because on there you get to read, stories. You get to upload stories, daily stories, on their blogs and things of that sort. So that's something that's unique. Now, a current brand on there is Napinja and Rhonda. It runs magazines, radio shows, a telephone line, and clubs. So that will all tie into technology right there. Gina is a youth brand in Ethiopia, which also has a magazine and runs music. That's social media that's going to grab the adolescent girls, their attention. Zethu, a brand in Mawali, it tells stories. You get to tell your own unique stories, what you've been through, and then they share their music, and they tackle challenges on there by telling their stories. They also have the radio shows, events to speak to boys and girls so that they're informed. They also have another mobile brand. Cherubi is a girl network ambassador for clubs. It has phone stories, tips, and quizzes, websites, chat boxes for stories for girls and experts. I actually, going on the Girl Effect, they have on there where girls can actually ask personal questions on there that they couldn't ask other people. So that's pretty much unique. Now, Springster is a youth brand that runs through mobile. It's experienced all over the world. It engages in content, real stories, connecting with the whole community. Has those true stories that I was talking about, where you can kind of relate to other people, where you're like, oh, I'm not alone. It's not just me. There's surveys on there that you can take, and articles that you can be informed about. They have over 13 languages on there, so people can understand. And they market in 4 different countries. So that would be South Africa, Nigeria, Indonesia, and the Philippines. Now, there is something on the girleffect.org. It's called the Chat Box. It's a foundation on there created by Big Sis. It's ran through Facebook Messenger. And this is all incorporated by the Nike Effect Foundation. That's what I was talking about. It allows you to ask those sexual questions. It's private, it's not judgmental. When you're young, I've been an adolescent girl. I was scared to ask those questions. I thought it was weird or whatever the case may be. You can even entertain yourself by quizzes and testing yourself on knowledge. Tega is a co-creator with the girls. They actually co-create with the girls, coordinating technology in places where they have poor network. Now, they do conduct interviews so that they can understand the issues more, kind of ask more engaging questions, get more into details, and you get those insights instantly and reactions right away. They also have a design process, and those people that get the Tega that the girls create is in Nigeria, Malawi, Tanzania, Rwanda, India, and Bangladesh. Now, these are some of the partners with the Nike Girl Effect. Just to name off a few: Restless Development. Onacom Group is one of their big partners as well. I spoke about Facebook and how they have that chat box on there, which is a unique form that the girls have. Any girl that would have. I mean, even the United States. So those are some of the partners there. And this is my works cited page. So I mostly got most of all my information on girleffect.org. Had everything on there. All of their brands, all of their articles, everything they were doing, everything they were coming up with. So it's just a pretty neat foundation that really just focuses on girls, and I think that's really neat because sometimes girls, now that I'm older, we do need that extra motivation to feel like we can be everything that we can be. I also went to Global Fund for Women, which was www.globalfundforwomen.org, and I also went to Nike Foundation launches the new girleffect.org, and that was just to get some insight on the CEO was and what they were doing with the website.